Hello and welcome back to Let's Play the Minish Cap. This is episode 9. We're in the... we're in the Valley of Winds, I know that. And then we're in the dungeon that's in there. Don't know what it's called though. I think these attack... No, it doesn't matter. Go for the right door, it's probably the right one. Yep. I should have got the boots out, shouldn't I? Oh. Phew, we barely made it. I was certain we'd run out of time. I actually made it with ease. I didn't even need to run. Oh, fuck these. I hate these enemies. I feel obligated to kill them, though. Ooh. Oh. I mean, yeah, that's all right. I was hoping for a big chest, though. I feel most women are hoping for a big chest at some point, aren't they? Straight or gay, it's universal. See, going backwards small doesn't help me, does it? No, not really. So should I go small to go forwards? Probably. Makes more sense to investigate first big though, doesn't it? It will then biggen me. Well, hang on. If I go in there small, it doesn't gain me anything at all. Well, that rhymed. Okay. Bliss. So the key here is that I can use these things to form anything I want, but I've got to get through this hole. Actually, it's a little bit more complicated than I first thought. If I go for this one and this one, so I need to tag off here and then the top right, and then see about getting through these squares. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, it's kind of an early puzzle for that, isn't it? They've kind of cheated a bit, haven't they? They've made it so this dungeon is sort of almost equal parts the mole claws and the let's call it the bi-sword, shall we? It's not quite the four sword yet, is it? Yeah, I've been here before, haven't I? It's that one door I opened. Do I want to go small? Too hard to tell at this point. Just leave them. No need to worry about them. Okay, can't make it through there. I've run out of keys. In many ways, I've hit somewhat of an impasse. So I can't go back up there, but there is that hole to go through, which I think, yeah, I can now get through because I've opened the way previously. It's a bit of a hike though. Better be worth it. Well, I mean, it's definitely going to be worth it. It's clearly the way to go. I'm not doing great on health. I've got a fairy in the back, so I should be fine, but I don't want to die in eloquent terms. I don't wish to die. Ah, how am I going to get past this? Because this will kill me. I suppose that method worked. I think there might have been a better way of doing that than that. Though that seemed a bit harsh. Huh. Right. Well, this is just going to dump a key in one of the holes. Yeah. But I can't get there anyway. So I probably should have the mole claws by this point. Given what I know. Unless, is there something I missed about being small? Can I go small through it? No. I thought the threshold would stop me. I'm going to investigate the map. I think there was just a fourth door at the start I'm yet to go down. So, came in on this level. That doesn't help me at all. There is a shortcut here, though. These are 2 skeletons, aren't they? Actually, I kind of need another key, don't I? First things first, let's find out if my memory is at all correct. Also, these are probably hearts. Nice. That's a good little restock there. That's a tip for all you pros out there. Hearts. See, I've been this way. And thinking about it, I reckon I've actually been here as well. Yeah. Yeah, I have. See, I'm almost entirely convinced that one is nothing. So, oh yeah, you just have to dig to it. What was stopping me down here again? Is there? Because I think I kind of gave up on this one a little bit more easily than I should have. Fucking bats. Those pots will just throw themselves at me. There was something in that room, clearly. The lights have respawned. But if you don't attack them, they won't go for you. Which is odd, because their whole mechanism of life is having that lure out. Then when they attack you, they don't want your life force, they just take money. Curious. Nothing up. See, I don't think there's anything to the right either, but I'm here now, I might as well see this little waste of time through to the end. Oh yeah, there was this room, wasn't there? Which, clearly the only... I'll have another go at doing something about this puzzle, because first time around I kind of rushed it because I was too lazy to recharge. See, I can't push this at all. Can't grab it. No equipment I have will help. There's a chance I'm being very dumb, however. Of course, what I can do is I can push that to the side and just push this up. That's the answer. Great. I'm going to feel the right fool. Alright, try that again. This time I'm going to put myself on the bottom so I can't fuck up that clipping issue. And I forgot I did it wrong again. Yep. So you start, if you want to be on the bottom, you have to start on top. If gay prison romances have taught me anything, that is always true. Right. Does it matter which side I'm on here? Not really. Probably this side's easier though. That way I can just butt up against the wall. There we go. Now this should get me a key, I suspect. Yep. In much the same way as the first key I got that did that. Now the interesting thing here is, this key actually opens up 2 possible routes I could take. My instinct is I should take it onto the furthest route, but I might actually use it on the closest one, just because it's actually easier. Have the hearts respawned? Oh, they have. They do respawn. They do move in herds. Because there was this door here, which is sort of a... not a mirror, but like a... similar to the other one. Just got to bob and weave. Bob, then weave. Wasn't very hard. He didn't have a piffy little comment there, did he? Somehow annoys me that start only ever brings up that menu. Oh. Fuck off. This is good research, because I'll now find out if that thing respawns or not. My instinct says no, but also that's more hope than instinct. It should have attacked again by now if it was still there, so I think we're safe. What am I going to fight in this room then? almost didn't think there was anything coming. It held out just a little bit longer than I thought. See, once you get like the cape and like more attack abilities, I feel like these fights have a bit more going on. But currently, just holding out your immortal shield is enough. The shield blocks all his attacks, and the controls are so good that you can just have the shield out and never turn away. It's wonderful. Hopefully I'm never called upon to fight one of these without my shield. Then I'll be fucking lost. Right, a portal back home. That was unexpected. Right, money, nothing. Alright, it's not worth going through all of them. Yep, it's fine. Didn't want that heart anyway. Half tempted to just run backwards through these, take the hit and use the invincibility. But that's a very dangerous tactic to adopt, isn't it? It's almost like cheating in a sense. I mean, it's obvious there's a door here because there's a threshold, but you know, you've got the ability, you might as well check. What are we thinking? Little bonus treasure? Nope, the actual treasure of the dungeon was hidden behind that wall. You got the mole miz. Dig to your heart's content. I remember these being very cool for some reason. Oh, that's why. It's because it drags you forward when you dig, so you can actually dig in a very fast and satisfying fashion. And it feels like you're cleaving great sections of the earth out. In my head, this item is like the one that really opens up a lot of the game to you. It's the one that suddenly you can start exploring a lot. I know all items aid exploration, but in particular, to my mind, it's those. Actually, I can go down and out now, can't I? Oh, yes. Look at that. Only annoying thing is, when you dig through walls like that, there's never anything in them. If you dig up the floor, which you can do outside, that's, you know, you can start getting shit. Fucking hell, that's so satisfying. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Good, it did take me to... Is this the first room? No. Yeah. Alright, so there's something to the left here. I've actually got quite a lot of exploring left to do in this dungeon, because there's a lot of shit in here. Oh, good, they attack as well. Just to add a little bit of treachery. $80 mystery shells, not bad. Not worth it in the slightest, but not bad. Conflicting sentiments. I bet there's something here, isn't there? Yeah, you beaut. It's almost faster to dig than it is to walk the already dug out path. It's certainly way more satisfying. I imagine these would look terrible in 3D though. You can't do like digging without it looking cheap, in my opinion. Such as Minecraft, which is fine. I just had a sudden thought that this, what clearly looks like a giant rupee, might be a trap rupee, and I should make space to fight. No, it was genuine. I've made hundreds of rupees in this dungeon so far, haven't I? It has been a bountiful situation. Normally I'd be annoyed that all my work was undone, but digging is just too fun to be annoyed. I can fall down to that level small, that's how I can get in there. I'm going to endeavour to do that straight away as well. Because one, if I don't, I'll forget, but also it's a piece of heart. I fucking love getting kinstone pieces. They're worthless at the time, but you know later on you'll be glad of them. My only slight grievance is that when you finally come to use them, it doesn't really tell you where you actually got the bit from, which I would quite like to know. Like, oh, you've been holding on to that kinstone since basically the start of the game. would intrigue me. Can't possibly follow me down here, can you? You're losing your space, boy. I'm sure there was a Pac-Man variant where this is something you would do. Oh, he just jumped another wall. Yeah, he's smarter than he looked. Right. Yeah, if I drop down this hole small, that'll do me well, won't it? And I can do that. I think I can do that anyway. Maybe because I'm small, the fall will just kill me. You hit that and just burst like a grape. Can I pick this up small? No. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to, but thinking I can get out this way. Yeah. Because if I couldn't, I'd have been stuck. I trust Nintendo to have thought of that, though. There are some games where that happens, though, isn't there? You can sort of get yourself trapped by your own dumbness. And then you just think, well, that's bad game design, isn't it? You should think about me and my dumbness. Or idiocy, to use more of a word. Still not entirely a word. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost. Can't actually remember where to go. There's nowhere to go here, is there? I gotta pick a different route. But not this door. Far to the left? I could use the map, I suppose. It would presumably help. Actually, only one thing left to go. So if I go through the middle door, that's probably my best bet at getting to it. I'm tempted by those portals, but I don't think either will help me. Don't reckon I want to go near this, actually. I think I want to go through the doors at the top. There was a chap, weren't trying to kill him at all. I was just bringing him out. Now I reckon right is the way I need to go, but left will also hold some rewards. Huh. Might just attempt to run. No, I'm not going to run. Fuck it. Also, take note of this. The kinstone bag gets bigger the more it's filled up, and it gets really chunky at the end. And I find that endlessly funny. Have these puzzles reappeared? Not really. I could probably have used the cane of Packy to jump around them a bit better, couldn't I? It's the name in the game. It's not me using very dodgy language. Well, debatably I am using dodgy language. I don't need to kill these, but I hate them. Also, imagine the fearsome beast that a hand like that belongs to. It's enormous. It's like 300, isn't it? You keep the gap small, that way they're easier to kill. But it's not like 300 really at all. I'm now remembering a room I went into where I pulled a switch and a key fell into a hole that I could dig through. That one did alright in the fight. Plus I'm holding a pot and the kinstone above my head right now. I'm wondering what will happen. Nothing. Nothing at all happened. So I think this will lead to... Yeah, I need another key, don't I? I know where it is. Actually, do I know where it is? I do have some hearts actually now after fucking up fighting those skeletons quite as much as I did. I was lulled into a false sense of security, thinking that I'd done more of this dungeon than it turns out I had. There was a room up here, wasn't there? But was it up there? It doesn't. None of this is ringing a bell. Let's go through the left door. There's definitely something more here to look into, wasn't there? I feel like my memory has been wiped of like a middle section of this dungeon, despite the fact that I just did it. And the fact that there's a warp here means that this should be more important than the other path, logically. Just at a slightly annoying pace on them. Right, so this was the room where I got the old mole mitts, wasn't it? There was nothing additional, nothing more in there. So that loop really had no use to it whatsoever. I came in this way. Where does the red one take me? Is it in front of the boss door? Yeah, it is. So that's not overly useful either. There's definitely a room where I dropped a key down. But then how did I get there? Must have been from one of these different approaches. Let's start over from the top, shall we? I went this way first. Let's just see what's in there. Yeah, I think it's nothing. But at this interval, trying to think through the answer will just get me more lost, won't it? I have this forever involuntary reaction. If ever I'm lost, I immediately get very hot. Odd, it felt like there should be something there. No, I've been through here before. But I didn't have the mole mitts. This won't be useful, this. I knew that. Yeah, eventually that'll be useful. Right now, it's not. But that's fine. Because I predicted it. I'm going to go up through that door, even though I know there's nothing useful up here. But it's, you know, it's worth checking out. Yep, see? Nothing there. That's where I got the compass from. What feels like years ago now. Damn corners. Right. So this room... Yeah, so I solved the puzzle, went around there, and it just dropped a key down, and there's nothing more to it. So, door 1's out. There's nothing in door 1. Door 2, there's nothing in door 2, I know that. Do I want to go and check back door 0? I will, because I'm basically here already. There's nothing in door 0. See? Saved so much time. And there was a chest there. Alright. So there's nothing in that one. Nothing in this one. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in this one. So logically it's either in this one or the last one. Let's go this one first. Again, because it's here. And I already know it's not the last one because that just has that triangle of squares. An odd phrase. But now I'm not convinced it's here. But it must be. Well, there's a door I need to open, but I've already been to that. Right. There's a bit of this dungeon I can't remember how to get to. I've got one more thing I'm going to attempt to try. Yeah, that's definitely not it. I knew that. We all knew that. I think if I go in here and take the right-hand fork, that will begin to get us somewhere. Right, but not immediately right, because obviously that thing's still there. Actually, no, I'm not going to kill that. It won't help. I can't be bothered to switch over to my bow. It's too much work. The key is, you've got to let it all spawn in before you try and run across. I've done that. Maybe I should go forward small. I've never actually used this for anything useful, have I? It just... You get it for killing all the enemies, but then I did nothing with it. Is there anything to do with it? Does going backwards help? No. Well, I did that by accident, but I'll take it. I'll take that as a sign. Actually, no. Oh yeah, going small through that. What does it gain you? Gains you something. Oh, it's this bit, isn't it? Yeah, you go small and that's how you get in that door. That's what I have to do. Okay. Okay, it's come back to me. I've remembered. I'll go small through there. That'll get me a key using my mole mitts. And then all will be sorted. Though I never did solve a way of getting through those rollers without being injured. There must be a way, because they wouldn't force that upon you. Oh, that's how. I'd have to just go out between the two of them. Not that hard. I'll do it this time. Cheese it. You're just the right amount faster than them. If you're too much faster, it would be awkward. See, I knew there was a door up in a sort of a hallway like that, but I just couldn't... The being small to get into it was throwing me off. I don't think of them as doorways. Yeah, nailed it. Those glowing things are enemies. I believe this much we can all be assured of. And yes, I gained a weird accent when I said assured. I don't know why. So I need to be big. I don't know if these hands can hurt me. Apparently not. So I need to get back to that locked door now, which I can't really remember how to do, but I feel just sort of running at it will help. It's through here anyway, isn't it? Hearts. No. See, if I go to the boss door, the warp there will get me where I need to be. Fuck you all. Oh, this is going to drop me in the boss fight. No, it's not. That's dumb. Why would it do that? Ah, brilliant. 50-50 shot, and I got it wrong. I've seen that room hundreds of times, though, so it's my own damn fault for not paying attention. Although, in my defense, normally, when there's a kind of jump down like that, it will be two separate holes, which it clearly is here, so... Yes, I was again wrong. And the square you fall down on is the square you land on. You got the big key, kid. You got a lot of heart. I was slightly hoping one of them would grab me because I thought it might chuck me back to the start. But it didn't. So I'm actually going to go down here. This is the warp. I'm going to ignore the warp. These should be full of hearts, you see. Yeah. I can't think what the boss is of this place. Is it going to be using the bow and arrow? Is it going to be using the mole mitts? Maybe just the two sword or the bi-sword that I've got. My instinct is bow and arrow because I've got somewhere in my head telling me that it's that one from Wind Waker with the two big hands. That'll be an adventure for next time though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.